Whoa, we're actually here a little bit early today. Yeah. I was thinking, and that he's probably sending me a message right now. It may not look like he can do podcasts, or he might not be here with me today. But yeah, I wanted to start doing podcasts a little bit early, just like I've been doing with my reunifies. The reason for that's because we have, nightly events, like as such as tonight, if some of y'all wants to come out to it, or movie night. Um, but X-Men. I'm talking to him at the same time, so. But we're gonna be watching the X-Men movie that came out in 2000, I think. Because apparently they're gonna have now coming into the MCU because of the new Doctor Strange movie that's coming out. So if you want to come in, because this one is my first time ever watching X. I hardly know anything about X-Men. I'm not super interested in X-Men, but they're part of MCU. I guess we can just take a look at them, take a gander, take a nice gander at them. But I wanted to go ahead with the podcast. It does not. It does look like Aaron, AMD streaming it, as some of y'all may know, may not be able to uh, come since he is dealing with stuff at the current moment. So I have some various topics in mind. I know that's kind of just me texting saying like, okay, what is he doing? What is he doing? What is he doing? I do have a few topics that I wanted to pull out. Just be able to pull them out. First off is Sonic Origins. Off our Sega in general. Let's just talk about Sega in general. I think we should just talk about Sega in general and just that. The Sonic Origins. I don't know how many times Sonic the Hedgehog 2, or Sonic the Hedgehog 3 are on multiple consoles. You know, it's on the Switch Online, it's on the Sega Classic Collection, like it's all over the place. And then all of a sudden Sonic Origins, like what is it gonna offer to us? Like is it worth the extra money? And then when it came out, when I'm pretty sure some of y'all were happy. The underrated one is Sonic CD. The internet is now okay. Cool. Uh, okay, so Sonic CD is very underrated. I don't think many people have maybe played that game or heard of that game, but I'm pretty sure everyone at least heard of Sonic 1, 2, and 3, and Knuckles. When it started to realize the pricing and different packs, I was like, this feels when I was talking about it a little bit or briefly with Aaron, AMD streaming over there. I was thinking this is looking like EA crap, something that EA would pull from their rear end just to make money, just to make ends meet. And it's very, how should I put it, strange. It is very particular particularly um
I'll be needing barbecue chips and energy.
sorry. We'll come back to that in a minute. But I was like, what is this? Why are you doing this? Why is there so much? Like, if I pull it up, right? I remember looking at it. Price bundles. The complete DLC price list upgrade B bull crap BS bull floppity flop. And people were not. I'm saying this right now. People were not excited for this. All right, so you have the standard edition, which includes just the main game, and then you have the start dash pack. Now, I want to read this because I feel like because I've been thinking about it and reading this over. I feel like people miss reading what's under the starter dash pack. It says free DLC included with pre-order of standard or digital deluxe. So it is free. All you have to do is just buy the digital deluxe, and people are going insane about this, and this is how I felt. This is how I felt when I first looked at it. When I first read through it, I was like, And then they have what include the dash pack is 100 bonus coins, mirror mode unlocked, and letterbox background. Cool. And then you have the I don't understand some of this stuff. Is this coming soon? Premium fun pack. What will include hard missions, a letter background, character animations in the main menu, camera controls over the main menu islands, character animation, music islands, and then you have classic music pack, which was include just music, additional music tracks from the Genesis titles. That's it. I don't know why that needs to be a pack when it offers just one little thing. And Digital Deluxe just add everything that's not in the starter dash. The 100 point bonus coins and all that stuff. So, I think people were not looking at this properly. Like I'm like saying this now because you could just buy the digital deluxe and that's it. But the thing is, I know some people are physical people and want to get probably the standard and edition. I know there's people out there that would like that. I understand that. But all you have to do is buy the digital deluxe edition. That's it, because the start dash pack comes free, and you have everything else except for those three things that's in the start dash pack. Like it's a free DLC, and people will assume, "Oh, I'm paying for this. Oh, I like," and we don't know the pricing. That's like this is it. This is all we know. I think people are going a little bit overboard when talking about Sonic Origins. Um, I don't know how many times Sonic 1, 2, and 3 are ported, or because they're everywhere. At this point, it feels what's the word I'm looking for? It kind of feels useless. Like, yeah, it adds some things. We're looking at you have the main base game, 100 bonus coins. Cool. What does that do for me? I feel like that hardly does anything. Mirror mode unlock. All right, that sounds a little addition. Hard missions. Okay, if you want to go Kaizo level. Okay, letterbox background. Okay, you can easily do that through RetroArch. Character animation in the main menu. That's is cool. I would say that see some additional animations, but that's about it. Like that's it really doesn't offer that much after releasing the game like over and over and over. Like what about the other Sonic games? I hear people talking about, which I have not played yet and I want to play it, is Sonic Adventure, the Sonic Adventure series, which it just had 1 and 2, and people saying, you know, they should make three. They should make three. Like I would love if Sonic Adventure 3 was made. I don't know what that wouldn't bundle together. Like why not? Like why does this have to be released like so many times? It's all like Sonic. Like I can understand CD. I can understand CD. There's only 4 games there. That's the game that I can somewhat understand. But 1, 2, and 3 are like all over the place. But I don't know if this is worth it for some people. I just want to clear things up because I feel like people are getting confused and not really reading when it says under the start dash pack. That could be just a me thing. That could possibly just be a me thing. Possibility 100% probably a me thing. Probably probably a me thing. And plus I still haven't seen the Sonic Hedgehog 2, the movie. So that is also something. That is definitely really, really something. Really, really something. Um, something. Anyway, moving away from Sonic for just a little bit, just a little bit, and this has been also talked about um, for a good bit is ads in games. Like, yes, we've seen that in mobile games. Like when you play mobile games, when you're sitting there tapping, all of a sudden there's an ad. Like there'll be times when I'm on my conversation, with my girlfriend, and I will hear an ad on our iPad or something. But I'm not talking about ads in mobile gaming. Like, yes, that people probably will say that is fine, that is okay, blah 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 blah. But ads in console gaming. Like, let's say you're playing GTA 5. I'm pretty sure everybody knows about GTA 5 unless you're living under a rock. Like, unless, keyword, unless you are living under a rock to not know what GTA 5 or Grand Theft Auto is. Let's say you're just walking around town. You're just cruising and doing whatever you want to do in Grand Theft Auto. And let's say you just see a billboard. Let's just imagine these boxes being the billboard, right? And let's just say there's an ad for a real thing. Like let's say there's I don't know, like an ad for a food product or a drink product or I don't know. Like to me, I feel like I don't know why this should be a thing when they already making money and milking franchises and put microtransactions and then add this on top of it. Because you don't know how much, like, the thing is that some people say that's fine. Seeing like a little billboard, if it's not really affecting the main game and stuff like that, I'm cool with that. I'm fine with that. And then I keep on thinking, what if there's gaming companies that will abuse this? Because we've seen it. We've seen gaming companies that would abuse this and just put it everywhere. You know, just being able to put it like every stinking where. To be completely honest with y'all, to be completely honest, just being able to put it like everywhere. And I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like it kind of reminds me, I know this is like a great meme and stuff like that. If people may know about this game, probably at some point, I don't know if you ever played the game or even want to play the game, is Pepsi Man. Um, and it is a real game. It is a real game. It's a real thing. All right. And there's like when you boot up the game, when you start playing it, there's like PlayStation, Pepsi all over the place. All right. It's like all over the place. It's just, and it didn't like seeing all that. Like you expect that because you bought a Pepsi game. You know, you expect to probably be some Pepsi product. Like back then in those old times, some video games would do that. Like especially for PC, types of games. You know, it wasn't overboard. So, like, I can see two sides of it. I can see where people is like, yeah, I don't see this as a bad thing. But at the same time, I can see people like abusing it at the same time. And the thing that bothers me is like, why do you want to do this? That's my big question to Xbox and PlayStation if they ever somehow being able to hear what I'm saying on this podcast in some way, sort of fashion, um, in some way, sort of fashion being able to hear this, I'm like asking them like why? Like what is the point when you're already making money, right? You're already making bank, right? Right. So it's like it's coming to a point where it's like okay, and okay. And I don't understand why that's necessary. Like you're already milking the fans as it is, you know. And I honestly, to me, I don't know how I 100% feel about this because I feel like I play games that are different than most people play. It really kind of feels that way. It really kind of does. Um, let's move on to another topic. Another topic. Yay. Let's talk about the amazing Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite. For some of y'all that may know me, that I do not care about the franchise. Like I specifically like if you want to get down brass tacks, I do not give one crap about the Halo series. Like it's fine. I'm gonna say this, and I know this. It is fine if people will enjoy the series, any series that I don't enjoy. I'm just not into it. I'm just not fully interested in it. But Halo Infinite is pretty much a dead game. They just revealed a season 2 roadmap. All right, and I like I was looking at this, I was like, this is it. This is it. Like this is it. This is like only a few things. Like season two. Okay, Lone Wolves, May the 3rd to November the 7th. May 3rd is almost here. All right, let's keep that in mind. You have some new maps, Castlevania, Castless Arena and Breaker. You have new game modes, King of the Hill, Land Grab, and Last Spartan Standing. Then you have narrated events, Interference Alpha Pack. And then you have new 100 tier battle pass, free armor code, and enable. Oh my gosh, okay. Fractured Entrance, week 1, May 24th, so it's only for that week. And then campaign network co op. I know people's been complaining about where's co op, where's co op, where's co op, where is co op. Um, In season 3, it says it starts November 8th. So this is from April to November. So majority of this year, and this is all you are going to get. And some people has been saying, and what I just said is that Halo Infinite is dead, 100% dead. Who plays it anymore? No one cares about it. It came and it gone. Like I said, when I was first looking at this, when first, all right, let's take you to a brief thing. First, when I first saw that Halo Infinite came out, and people were getting so hyped for the game, people's like, "Oh my gosh, another Halo game!" And I feel like so left out in the curve. I'd be like, should I get back in the Halo series, into the Halo franchise? I was like, was there something that I am missing from not liking this franchise? Like it came down to that. And I remember during our Christmas party week when we streamed that full week, just being able to have fun and all that stuff, and yeah, stuff. And I streamed the original OG Halo 1, and still it was okay. It didn't give me interest in the franchise. It was just okay. That, like, the best that I could say it is just okay. It is just an okay game. And people was like, it's dead. Like, who's gonna care about all of this? And I don't know how many people play Halo Infinite now. Like, I don't. Like, I know I'm in a Discord server, and I know some people that used to play Halo Infinite, but I don't hear that anymore. Same with, like, New World. I remember, like, this server used to be so obsessed with New World, and now it's like, it's gone. It's done. And I feel like it's maybe the same for Halo Infinite. Like, looking at Season 2, like, looking at it this from a non-interest person, does any of this really interest me to get Halo Infinite? No. But if we go to Season 3, and I'm seeing this, it says new 100 tier battle pass, new maps, new modes, new sandbox items, new narrative events, new fracture events, Forge open beta, quality of life improvements, and campaign split screen co-op. I didn't they say that in the trailer? Say like this is gonna be split screen co-op. This is gonna be co-op. This is gonna be co-op. When is that gonna happen? Like I feel like it failed fans and disappoint people across the globe with Halo Infinite. Even though I'm looking at the roadmap and y'all can't see it, I can share my screen if I wanted to. But me just looking over it and just looking at it, I'm like, yeah, this is all they're offering from April to November. It's not a whole lot. It's kind of like Cyberpunk 27 situation. It just become one of those where they just want the game to be alive, to come out strong, you know. Because some games fail at start and then over time they're better, like No Man's Sky. Like, remember when that first came out and everybody hated it, everybody got disappointed at it, and then a few years later, they're like, this game is actually fun. This game is actually worth something. So I don't know if Halo Infinite will be that case. I don't know. I don't know. From a non, like I said, from a non Halo person, I don't care about this. Not trying to be mean or rude or in any shape, way, or form. I simply do not care about this. I just don't. I just really don't. So, but we're gonna move on from Halo Infinite. Move on from Halo Infinite, and I want to mention the greatest gaming company of all time. Probably not. I'm probably being really sarcastic when saying that, and that gaming company is Ubisoft for making wonderful titles as Just Dance 2015, Just Dance 2016, Just Dance 20. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I don't care for much Ubisoft games. Like, I remember way back in the day when me and my family actually played Ghost Recon together. I do remember, maybe, I know they tell me this, but I think I do remember bits and pieces of Ghost Recon. There's still some things that I don't remember that I can only go off of like what they have said to me. Uh, with the whole video game in the past. But I never care for their titles like at all. Assassin's Creed series. People said Black Flag was the best. I was like, I don't like no. It's definitely a no. It's 100% like a no per se. And their last few titles, let's be honest, have not received good reviews. Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. Their last few games have not been that great. They just haven't been that great. You know, and like Far Cry 6, I heard that it's okay, but it wasn't great. And it feels like the Far Cry franchise has been dying. And Far Cry never looked interesting to me. I don't think I ever played Far. I may have played the first Far Cry, but I don't really remember if I did or not. That's the thing. I don't remember. I feel like I might have, but I don't remember. Um, Rainbow Six series. Now, I remember really liking Rainbow Six Vegas. I remember actually really liking the Vegas series. But the Extraction, I've been hearing not so good things about. Just Dance. I don't know how many people play that. I have not met a person, like in person, that's like, hey, do you want to play Just Dance for like the 50th millionth time? That comes out every stinking year. You want to do some like dancing moves, going woo. Um, you have the new Mario Rabbits, which looks okay. People are getting a little excited for that game. Ghost Recon Breakpoint. I heard that one wasn't that great. I heard Watch Dogs wasn't like when hearing about these game titles, it just doesn't seem it doesn't seem like they were getting a lot of reviews. It just doesn't seem that way when coming to that. It didn't seem like that in a way. Because they have really like if you want to go down brass tacks, like they haven't really come out with much of anything. Like you have the new Avatar game. I never seen the Avatar movie that came out like what like years ago. So I'm like, yeah, I'm like, yeah. You had the Assassin's Creed, the Assassin collection, which did probably okay. I know people were excited for that. You have Just Dance. Moving on. You have Riders Republic. I forgot that was a game. I forgot that existed. I remember it showing. I remember reacting to it. I think it was during like E3 or during one of the Ubisoft Forward events, which they haven't done that in quite some time. Actually, they really haven't. I like to be really like I'm just looking at the games that came out like last year because we're still in the beginning of this year, but I'm looking at games that came out from Ubisoft They came out just last year, like just last year. And it looked like an open world bike game, all that stuff, and I was like, yeah, cool. Far Cry 6, I know that disappointed people. And more like you had Immortal Phoenix Rising. I know that they came out in 2021, but I heard that they, sort of good. So, I don't know what they're doing here at the current moment. Like looking in the future, like okay, like all right, we're gonna look into the future. Like what does Ubisoft have moving forward? They do have Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time remake, and I'm like, okay, that looks okay. You have Rocksmith Plus. I remember that, and that I don't know why that exists, but okay. I don't know if that's just money. Um, a new Assassin's Creed game called Infinity. I don't know if Infinity a cool term these days. Infinite, Assassin's Creed Infinite. What is it? Legend of Zelda Infinite, Mario Infinite. Beyond Good and Evil 2. Skull and Bones. I don't know anything about Skull and Bones. A new Ghost Recon game. Really, a new Ghost Recon Frontline. A new Ghost Recon game. Didn't you just came out with Distraction? What? Okay. Ghost Recon, like, no, no, that's Rainbow Six. Oh God. Ghost Recon came out, yeah. So I can understand the Ghost Recon game. I don't know if that's when it said Frontline, it kind of reminded me of like Metal. I think Medal of Honor Frontline or Call of Duty Frontline, like one of them. I think it's Medal of Honor. So maybe trying to go back to that stuff. I don't know. It looks like maybe a new Splinter Cell game, but so far not much. And the reason I'm pointing out Ubisoft, and you're probably thinking, why are we talking about Ubisoft all of a sudden? What's happening, Hylian? What is happening? Well, Ubisoft is kind of begging for someone to buy them. And when I read that, when I first saw that, I was like, Ubisoft must be in a very, very bad state to be in if that's what they're doing. And I'm just sitting over here just thinking about it. So I'm like, how bad are they in? Like, I know that I haven't been really interested in any of the games that they do. Like, I'm not interested in Ubisoft like whatsoever. Like, they're an okay company, but their games is just not interesting. Just not. Like to me, just not. Like I don't know who's buying Just Dance for like the 30th, 50 million time with just new music and dances. It sounds like a EA thing that they have. I feel like they should stop doing that. I feel like they need to focus on just one good game or try to make something. Like I saw Splinter Cell, but I haven't seen anything from them. And Frontline, I've never seen anything from that. But they're kind of just saying like please buy us. We're in this desperate state. And then I'm sitting there going back like who would buy Ubisoft? Like who would buy it? And you have Xbox and PlayStation buying stuff, right? If some of y'all are unaware of that, you have Xbox that bought, Bethesda. You have Xbox that bought Activision Blizzard. You have Xbox buying like freaking almost everything. You have PlayStation. Uh, what did they buy? I know they have good games, but I don't know. Um, I know that they're in PlayStation Plus. I don't know if they're buying anything. I haven't heard much of PlayStation, buying stuff. I really haven't. And it comes down who would buy Ubisoft? I don't think Microsoft would buy Ubisoft in the state that they're in. Like to be honest, I even said this in previous podcasts. I would love for Konami for someone to buy Konami. And I will stand on that ground forever if someone buys that company. Because all they're doing is releasing old games in bundles, which is something, you know, it's kind of an easy thing, but I feel like they need to now come into like another tier of actually doing something. Like I remember Silent Hill, rumors of a Silent Hill reboot, rebooting that franchise. And I'm like, I'm all for it. I'm like all for it. But they're dead. But for Ubisoft situation, I don't know. Like I've seen people going like, "Oh, Microsoft's gonna buy it. They're buying everything. Oh, PlayStation's gonna buy it." Because Microsoft, they do now have exclusive because of all these companies that they're buying. PlayStation do that have that. I was hearing PlayStation could possibly buy its software, and for some of y'all that don't know, that software is Elden Ring, that came out, the Dark Souls series, basically making the hard brutal games for gamers, not as myself, to destroy them and break their fists and bang their head against a wall. Uh, so I don't know if that's gonna be for a thing. But back to the Ubisoft situation, I don't know. Like I said, I've never been interested in those games. I don't know how many people that I've met that are really into the games either that much. So it's kind of like I don't know. I know people still play, a bit of Siege. I was hearing that people do like Siege. They still have, that under their belt. And I'm like, okay, cool beans. But I don't know if they're gonna be bought because I know Microsoft, back and looking at Xbox again, I know they're still acquiring all the transactions, everything with them buying Activision Blizzard because that was big. Remember when we were first hearing about that? That was big and that was huge in that moment of time, and they're still finalizing everything. Like it's still not set and like it's still not finalized with all the purchases and stuff like that. So thinking that they could be possibly buying Ubisoft, I don't know. I don't know who would buy Ubisoft. If they are in that bad, just hoping, saying like, please buy us, please, we don't know what to do anymore, please, please, please. Ubisoft, how about this? How about this? Let a highly and Hufflepuff helps you, if you ever receive this. Um, I would honestly say, when I saw Splinter Cell, so you can reboot Splinter Cell. I know people are fans of Splinter Cell. I don't know if I ever played the Splinter Cell game. It doesn't look, you know, that interesting, to me. But that is something that you can do. For Assassin's Creed, I know you've been doing collections. Have you ever thought of maybe remaking a game, full blown remake? What about remaking the original Assassin's Creed or Assassin's Creed 2? I know people are really stoked about Assassin's Creed 2. You know, something like try to go back and think of what kick-started you. Like going back, like I always think of the gaming companies, go back to your roots. What got you to where you are? What game that sold off of the roof? That you can be able to pour time and investment in. You know, you're doing Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake. Why not do all the Prince of Persia's, Saga Collection remakes? That could sound maybe somewhat interesting. Since you're making a sequel to Beyond Good and Evil 2, why not remake, like going back to remaking things? Looking at Capcom. they're remaking games and it looks good. 2 remake looks good. 3 remake. Hopefully they'll start to remake other and hopefully get the Village DLC out. But we're not talking about Capcom right now. We're talking about Ubisoft. So those are things that I would maybe suggest. Like I said, I'm not super into your gaming, whatever you want to do. I'm not super duper into it, but there's some things that could help you. Anyway, moving on from Ubisoft, we were just talking about remakes. We were just talking about remakes. A game that's been kind of a little bit not, I wouldn't say all over the place, but it's been here, and it's the Last of Us Remake. Now, I never played Last of Us. I'm gonna get that right off the bat. I'm getting that right off of the bat, saying I do not care about the Last of Us. I simply do not. I really don't care about The Last of Us. Now, I know that my brother, my little one, I know that he liked it. I think my mom and dad, I think dad maybe played it. I don't know, but I remember like strictly like liking it. To me, it didn't look that interesting. It didn't look super interesting. And seeing a remake, and people are already starting to say, why does this need a remake? Like, didn't it just came out like a couple of years ago? Like, it didn't seem that long ago. And I'm like thinking, yeah, it wasn't that long ago. Like, it originally released what for the PS3, and then they do like a something remaster for the PS4, something like that. Like, why would you need a remake? Like, stop trying to milk it. Like this is what I don't like about gaming companies when they start to milk franchise or milk their own, games. That is something that I just don't like whatsoever. I just do not appreciate that. I just really don't appreciate that like at all. Like, why not go back and remake some of your older titles that people have a hard time playing? You remade Crash Bandicoot. I mean, I know that's not, PlayStation, but it used to be a PlayStation exclusive. It used to be. I'm gonna keep that in mind and keep that in check. That it used to be a PlayStation exclusive. Uh, exclusive. Um, I just don't see. I don't see why you necessarily need a remake of that game. Like I can understand older games, making it available to some people that haven't really played it, like Resident Evil 2 remake. Going back to Capcom. I loved Resident Evil. I'm still, you know, really into the franchise of Resident Evil. Love Resident Evil. You know. But they remade that for people that have not played the game back then, and I'm just sitting here, like I'm sitting here like thinking, like why not go back to the earlier times, and remake games, like fully remake games, and not Last of Us, like I don't understand the I don't understand the Last of Us. I don't fully comprehend The Last of Us. But, why not remake, some of the games that were on PlayStation that you never hear from ever again. That I'm trying to make sure that they're, you know, PlayStation exclusives. Why not Hear me out. I know this is not a PlayStation exclusive, but here's something to remake. Why not remake Hitman? Like, I know that's been rebooted, but why not remake? I know one of the I believe uh, my other brother said this is the great Hitman game is Blood Money. You know, why not remake that? You know, I don't think that was a PlayStation exclusive, but it is, something. They did remake Ratchet and Clank. Why not keep on continuing that for people that haven't played, the Ratchet and Clank series up till Rift Apart? That is definitely something. 100%. That is 100% something. And that was a good PlayStation game. A very, very good PlayStation game. But I would say that at the very least, Last of Us, like I know people's already saying it looks good. It looks like it looks clean. You can still play it. It's still available for us to play to this day. Like why the remake is too soon? Like why are you thinking about this? Capcom has been taking it slowly. Like we've been hearing rumors of Resident Evil 4 remake, hopefully Code Veronica remake. I don't know if Capcom would ever listen to this podcast, but I'll definitely buy it. Definitely buy Code Veronica remake. 100%. But we're not talking about Capcom. Again, I keep going back to Capcom because they've been doing remakes and they've been doing good. And even though people did not like Resident Evil 3 remake, I still enjoy it. Um, I don't see a point. Like when you're already making a game that's kind of already available to play today, it just seems pointless. That's why I can understand remaking old classics. Not just Resident Evil, but like Crash Bandicoot and Same Trilogy. That got a remake. Act Racer, Renaissance. That's been stuck forever. When people decide to do a remake, House of Dead remake, stuff like that. Like if it's too old and it's hard to get or hard to play today, then yeah, it's understandable of a remake, like SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated. That's another example of a good game that needed a remake. Last of Us, I don't see I don't see the point. I really don't see the point. I mean, like I know Last of Us 2 got Game Awards, and I feel like that award show was freaking rigged, and I will always stand by that. I will die on that hill saying that Game Award of that year was stupidly rigged. All right, 100% rigged. Altogether, black and white, rigged. 100%. It is rigged. All right, but yeah. So we're just gonna move on from Last of Us. I just don't care about Last of Us. Last of Us is it's a game that I don't care about. Hey, Biff. Hey, welcome to the podcast. Welcome, 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 welcome. We're glad to have you here in our podcast. We're so excited to see you, and now we're moving on from Last of Us. Now we're gonna talk about the Switch. By the way, for some of y'all know, I have actually been playing on my Switch. I know it's been a while, but I've been actually playing on my Switch. I've been pouring in hours. I have restarted everything, so it may not look clean, but I have restarted on Breath of the Wild to see if I'm behind because, as you can see, and some of y'all may know me, I'm a highly in Hufflepuff. I'm a big, big fan, big super fan of the Zelda series, despite of my hate for Breath of the Wild. But the reason I want to talk about the Switch because Splatoon 3, the biggest game, just has an earpiece just for my ear, has a finally a release date. I played Splatoon 2, be be completely honest with y'all. It is okay. Fine. It is completely fine for what it is and what it does. It is fine. I would say that I kind of liked it, even though I wasn't into shooters, and it kind of is a shooter. But I was fine with it. And when I saw Splatoon 3, it looked a little bit different from Splatoon 2. It looked almost the same game. If you don't play Splatoon, it may just look like the same game to you. And I know some people may not be super duper duper interested in the Splatoon, but to be honest, it's just okay. I enjoyed my time with Splatoon 2. Will I ever get Splatoon 3? I don't know. That is something that I really don't know. Due to the fact of it's not a series that I care for. Like I'm glad I was able to give it a shot, that I tried it and I do have Splatoon 2. But and I don't want to, and this is what I used to do. For some of y'all that may know me or may not, I used to just get the big Switch titles because everyone's playing it. Like, ooh, I have to get this title. Like, ooh, like the new Kirby game, the Forgotten Islands or whatever. Ooh, I gotta get it. And I don't want to be one of those people. I just completely, really don't want to be like one of those people because I did bought some games that I haven't played, like Monster Hunter Rise. Like people said, "Oh, that's a good game. That's a great game." Whoa, Monster Hunter. Whoa, and I'm like, it's been sitting down there with my other Switch games, and it still haven't been played. It still haven't been. I haven't picked it up. I haven't done hardly anything. It feels bad, man. Feels bad. But there are some Switch games that I necessarily cared for that I did got. That's only first party, so you know. But yeah, Splatoon 3. I know some people. I know one person that I kind of know but kind of don't know. He's really really big into Splatoon. Like he really, really loves Splatoon 2 and really excited to see Splatoon 3. And once that comes out, he knows that he's going to stop playing Splatoon 2. And I feel like that Splatoon 2, the online aspect, is going to die once Splatoon 3 comes out. I do feel like that. I do feel like it's going to die. I mean, it might have a fan base for Splatoon 2, but I feel like people who love Splatoon 2 is going to move on to Splatoon 3, making Splatoon 2 probably completely um, not even recommended anymore. Unfortunately. So, yeah, it was supposed to be a summer. I forgot. Let me look this up. I forgot the release date for this game. For some of y'all that's a Switch user, even though I might not, is September the 9th, 2022. Now, speaking of that, Xenoblade Chronicles 3 was supposed to be released at a later time, but they got switched around. They did, and some of y'all may not be maybe be like calling me crazy and stuff like that. Splatoon 3 was supposed to come out before Xenoblade Chronicles 3, but now they kind of switched. Xenoblade Chronicles 3 comes out on July the 29th. Now it is a summer title. Have I played a Xenoblade Chronicles game? No. Do I have it for my Switch? Yes, it's been sitting there, and I have, I think, the first one. I think, I think, I could be wrong. I think I have the first one, but I haven't played it yet. I heard some good things about it, but I haven't really dug my feet in it. so, so I like I said, I don't want to get these games just because they're big and stuff like that. Um, that's first Switch. I like that's what I used to do. I'm gonna be more focused on that. But they switched. They did like a switcheroo. They just did whoomp and whoomp. They just did whoomp and whoomp. And also, not only that, you know, not only did they swap Splatoon 2 with the Nintendo Switch Online with the greatest online that I ever done, even though it completely sucks butt. But if you own the expansion pass, then you have to pay freaking $50 a month. $50 a year, I think, or a month, um, or a full year. And they're adding the Splatoon 2 DLC, which is single player, to that. So they're adding a little bit more DLCs. First it was Animal Crossing, New Horizons, Happy Home Paradise, and then you had the Mario Kart 8 Booster Pack, which I'm all for. That definitely is going to get me back into Mario Kart 8. Hopefully. Um, I'm still waiting for tracks. There's certain tracks that I'm kind of waiting. I'm not going to mention right now. And then they added Splatoon 2 DLC, and I'm curious of other things because at first the expansion pack may not be worth it. Now over time, it feels like it might be worth it. So I might, as me looking at this, right, looking at the Switch Online, since it's just added to that, since Splatoon 2, that DLC Danger Majigger Mabobber that no one cares about. I mean, probably people do care about it, but I don't. Um, but looking at it, it does make me think, saying like maybe I should. Maybe, just a maybe that maybe I should switch from the because you buy the starter online and it's like $20 a year, which is really really cheap to play some online games, which I don't really play that much online games. I don't remember the last time I played. I mean, Mario Maker 2 when I want to upload a level, but yeah, sure. That is continually to be, and I have the cartridge right here, to be continually to be online. But other than that, I don't really play online on my Switch. I play mostly single player games just because I don't have anyone to really play with. Wah, wah. But anyway, looking at the online, I might consider it. I might consider it. Since the booster pass is in there. I do have Animal Crossing. I do have Splatoon 2. So, seeing all that, I'm like, okay. And then N64 and Sega Genesis, so you do have those. Um, so that is something. Like I said, I'm looking at it. I might consider it, but I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% sold on it yet. It is making it worth it because when it first came out, people were outraged. When we first saw the N64, everyone got hyped, be like, "Oh, boy, N64 games! Oh yeah, expansion pack. What is this? What is this? 50. How many N64 games we're getting? We're getting Sega Genesis. Frick you, Nintendo! You're not getting my $50. Like we were probably like that. But over time, it's been a little interesting. I would say I will say that at the very least that it is interesting that to see when the expansion pack, and plus you gotta remember those rumors, you know, and people have been really talking about it. And if they really add that, then I'll probably definitely buy the expansion pack because I love GBA, like I love the GBA games. I love Game Boy Advance games. You know, when I first got it, even though the SP model was much better because it had a backlight back then, but yeah, it's gonna look it will be worth it if that happens. Those are rumors with the GBA games, Game Boy Color games, and the original Game Boy games. Like it will be cool for people to play Super Mario Land series for the first time. You know, that will be kind of cool. You know, even though Super Mario Land 2 is the best one. Well, I don't know. I'll get that back. I don't know Super Mario Land 2. I don't know. Yeah, maybe Super Mario Land 2. I don't know if they're gonna put the Pokemon games. That I do. I feel like that would really help for people to transfer Pokemon to Pokemon Home into their newer Pokemon to go back into the old days through the Game Boy. You know, the original Red. You have to, even though Let's Go was considerably a little bit of a remake. But you have gold, silver, hopefully crystal. You know, you have fire red, leaf green, even though they were kind of remakes. Then you had ruby, sapphire, emerald. So that will be a bit interesting if Pokemon sees that. But that will definitely make it work for the expansion pack. Definitely. You know, remember when we were, me and Aaron, I believe it was last week, when we were talking about GBA games, you know, and talking about, going through that list of games. And it seemed like an alright good list. You know, it seemed like a really good list. And to be honest, I feel like if they put that within the expansion pack, which I feel like they would, I don't think. I mean, I don't know if they're gonna put it with the regular Nintendo. The thing is that even though it's been rumors, I don't know if it's gonna go on to the expansion pack or just the normal standard $20 a year. You know, with your original Nintendo and Super Nintendo games. Um, that's that. And it does look a little bit interesting for 2022 because now, kind of the question is, and I always like to ask this each year for as a Nintendo fan because, I love Nintendo. I love majority of their games. You know, but looking at it, it's like, what is the holiday going to be released? What is going to be the big holiday seller for the Nintendo Switch? Because you got to keep in mind, E3 has been canceled. But more than likely, Nintendo is probably going to do a Nintendo Direct. Sony is probably going to do another State of Play thing. So you do have those to be able to keep in mind, to be able to keep in check as my phone's going off. So, because we know a bit that's coming out. You know, you have Nintendo. What the frick is going on? Okay, that was just a lot. What we're talking about Switch. Yeah. So we know Nintendo Switch Sports. You know everyone's gonna get it. Everyone's gonna get it. I might even get it because it's Nintendo Switch Sports. It's Wii Sports on steroids. You know, if some of y'all that was, back in the day when you had a Wii, everybody that had a Wii, had the Wii Sports, even though it came in bundled with the Wii. But I'm pretty sure people play that multiple times. Like the bowling. I don't know if anybody really cared about the boxing one. You know, there was the tennis one, there was the golf one, and the baseball one. You had five sports. And I remember, bowling was one that me and my family liked to play like almost all the time. I remember preferring golf. I remember really liking the golf one. And seeing it come out for the Switch, I'm like, okay. But at the same time, I wonder if I could be the only person that has a Switch and don't have that game. You know, but I feel like I probably should. I'm probably gonna enjoy the freak out of that game, and probably my girlfriend would probably love to play that game too, because I know she even talked about Wii Sports. Like I said, I think everyone that had a Wii played Wii Sports and really have nostalgia for Wii Sports. Like it's just a thing. It's literally just a thing. Everyone has nostalgia over sports. It's just that simple. But yeah. So now it comes into the holiday release. Like, what is the big holiday? What is gonna push the switch this holiday? I believe last year. What was last year? I feel like it was the Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity Ganon. I feel like that was supposed to be the biggest. I remember even talking about that. I feel like that was the biggest game that came out in 2021. I feel like I could be wrong, but I think that was the Switch seller, and I don't think people really uh I don't think people were like that um interested. But because you gotta look at back at 2021. This is wrong. Whoops. Give me a minute. 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 Let me just say holiday 2021. Oh, it was Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. I kind of forgot that came out last year. Oh, speaking of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, hey, don't we have another new Pokemon game coming out? Scarlet and Violet? What is this? The new Pokemon every stinking year now? What is this? What is this? What is this? Is Pokemon milk is the Pokemon company milking their own franchise? I feel like people will buy it anyway. I feel like I would definitely buy it. I definitely do feel like I'm probably gonna buy a Scarlet or a Violet. Depending because it doesn't say official release date. It did say release in 2022 this year when we first saw that. So we don't know if that's going to be pushed back. But if it's not going to be pushed back, that would definitely be the big holiday release. That would definitely. I just hope it's not going to be a Pokemon game every single year. That's definitely milking the franchise. Definitely milking the franchise. Definitely milking the franchise. Like take time with your games. Like please, like take your time to be able to do stuff with your games. Okay, just take your. That's all I'm asking. Just take your time. Just take your time. Just take your time with your games. All right, just take your time. Look what happened to Assassin's Creed. We were just talking about Ubisoft, right? There you go. like, there you go. There you go. Oh my gosh, there you go. Whoopie doo, woohoo, yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm definitely sorry. I'm definitely 100% sorry. Am I though? No, I am not. I am not. I am not. I am not sorry. I am not. I am not sorry for the things that has been said on this podcast. But anyway, if it doesn't get pushed back, then yeah, Scarlet and Violet would probably take the hit. Definitely 100%. Um, Definitely because you do have games that already came out. Unfortunately, we still don't have Advance Wars 1+2 reboot count. The booster DLC, which is going to be a while, so that's going to be, you have Switch Sports that's literally coming out in a few days that everyone's going to get. You have Mario Strikers, the Fire Emblems, the Star Wars, all this, you know. Bayonetta 3 doesn't have a release. The Bayonetta 3, that's another game. I totally forgot about this. Bayonetta 3 was said it was supposed to be confirmed as a 2022 release. Now, what can I say about the Bayonetta series? I don't care about it. I'm sorry. I'm not I remember they showed it at the end of the direct because usually when you wait until the end of direct, they want to show something big, something fancy, and they showed Bayonetta 3. And I didn't care for it. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just not into. I just don't see it. Like, is it the character? Like, I just don't see it. And then robots fighting robots. Like, it's like and meh and stuff like that. It's more meh and meh. That's not that's definitely something. So I totally forgot Bayonetta 3 is you know, but I don't know which will be pushed back. Like I don't know what will be pushed back. You do have also Mario and Rabbids, another game that doesn't have a release date that's supposed to come out this year is Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope. And I don't know if that's going to be a big, huge game seller. I feel like Pokemon will probably be the biggest, since that probably has the bigger fan base than both of these games. Like if I was Nintendo and looking at this, I feel like the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet would be the big hitters, for this holiday release, even though we're like not there yet. But I feel like that's probably what Nintendo would do. I kind of feel that way. I really do. I kind of feel that way. Um, but yeah, Mario Rabbit Spark of Hopes. These are candidates that could be, for that. Oh, we have Live Alive. The remake. I haven't played it, but it looks great. I like RPGs. I like RPGs. Don't get me wrong. I love RPGs. Love them. And this was only released in Japan. Only released in Japan. And it just has that it has that Octopath Traveler, which I really, if y'all haven't played it, get Octopath Traveler. It's on PC, it's on Switch. I love the game. Love Octopath Traveler. Great RPG. Great RPG. Great RPG. You know. But yeah, Breath of the Wild is not going to come out this year. It can't be. I know some people will be like, "What about Breath of the Wild sequel? What about Breath of the Wild sequel? What about Breath of the Wild?" Did you not see that they just released something that said that they need more time in that spring 2023? I feel like they might show a little bit more in the, you know, in their summer direct, or maybe in their, September direct. You know, but we just gonna have to, wait it out. Because I'm sure that they're working hard on the game. We haven't seen much from the game, and I'm pretty sure most. And like I said, I've been replaying Breath of the Wild, and right now I'm not gonna say how I feel about it. All right, I'm just gonna leave that at be. But yeah, looking at the Switch and looking at the games that are coming out this year, big first party because you have several third parties. Several third parties. Like several third parties. Like that's just first party. You want ooh, 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 ooh. Like you think that's all the Switch games that are coming out this year? Dude, I was just saying third parties. First parties, my bad, not third parties, first parties. Because right now we're in April, right? Alright, let's look ahead, look past it, and let's look into May. Oh, look at these games. You have the Evil Dead game. Cool. You have the Vampire the Mus that. Cool. You have, Kaya the Kangaroo. I don't know what that is. A platformer. Cool. You have these third party games. I'm not listening to all of them. I'm not. You must be thinking that you're out of your mind. I'm not listening to all the third parties that's coming out. I mean, it may not feel like a whole lot, but I'm definitely not. No, 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 it's not happening. It's not happening. Stop looking at me. It's not happening. I don't care. It's not happening. It's not happening. I'm not. No. Nope. Nope. Okay, I'll mention one. 2 Point Campus. There you go. But I'm not releasing on the third party. So it's very interesting for the Switch this year because so far it's been coming out bangers. You have Pokemon Legends Arceus. That just came out early this year, and then you have the new Kirby game. So Nintendo has been hitting hard with their first party games, and now they're going to have Nintendo Switch Sports that's going to make them bucks. It's just going to be yeah bucks bucks. But yeah, getting back into my Switch, I am a little bit excited for some of these games. There's still some games that I would like to have for my Switch that I don't have at the current moment. But you know, like I said, I'm replaying Breath of the Wild. So, but yeah, that's pretty much all the news that I got for today. That's pretty much it. I know Aaron. You know, he honestly mentioned that something that doesn't have to do with games. And it doesn't have to do with games. Is Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse have been delayed. And I don't remember that. Let me look this up. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. 200 new characters. Dang. 6 universes? 240 characters and parts 2 title. Spider-Man Beyond the Spider-Verse. Interesting. That's interesting, but I don't see it delayed. Oh, wait. Here it is. Will now be released in June 2, 2023. And then part 2 will be released March the 29th, 2024. So now it's going to be a 2023. I know that has nothing to do with video games, and it's a movie, like I said, that we talk about all the time at times the topic. And I will say, I guess that's okay. I mean, it might make the movie better than what the first one is. I'm still hyped to see this. I just wish I didn't have to wait this long. That's all. You know, especially for this. So, yeah, we might watch the first one before watching the second one during our movie night. So that could be something. That could definitely be something. But how do I feel about this? As long as it's making the movie better, because it does take time to do all that art style, because that is a lot of hard work. It's more work to do art instead of live action. Like it takes a little bit more time to do animated stuff. So to me, I'm like, I understand that. I definitely, understand, why. But yeah, like I'm still looking forward to this movie. I'm still, despite of it being delayed and first time hearing about this, I would say good on you. I'm still looking interested into it. But yeah, now that is probably the last bit of our podcast news. Unfortunately, the last bit of our podcast news. Now, I know these podcasts have been a little bit longer. Instead of us focusing on just one topic, we want to be able to focus on what's been discussed throughout the whole entire week, you know, to catch up on speed. Even though it was like 5 days, when I was looking at this environment, it was like 5 days ago. So some of this can be a little bit old news, but at the same time, it's still kind of relevant, even though it's just a few days ago, just because of that. But yeah, that is the podcast. 63 podcasts. Unfortunately, Aaron was not here. Like I said, Aaron had things to do. Hopefully, he'll come up to the movie night, and hopefully, he will be with us next week. And speaking of that, if you would like to suggest a topic to talk about on these podcasts, whether it's about video games, movies, or something from the Bible related, if there is something that you would love to be interested in hearing, me and hopefully Aaron, if he comes on screen as well, something for both of us. Because uh, right now it is. Because right now it's 5:25. So, but yeah, he's busy with stuff. But if you have a topic that you would like to hear me and him discuss about, DM it to me. Whether you want to talk to me on Discord or whisper me on Twitch saying like, "Hey," and then I will be able to get you in and stuff like that. And also, DM me if you want your topic or just put it there. The reason I said that is because if you want to be part of these podcasts, yes, you can be part of these podcasts if you want to. If you want to discuss, what you feel about, this, what you feel about that, you know, something that you may feel about, something like that. So yeah, I'm texting him at the same time again. But yeah, if you want to be part of this, just DM me and whisper and say like, "Hi, I would love to be part of this podcast. I want to put in my thoughts about Sonic Origins. I want to put my thoughts on, what these companies are doing. I especially want to put my thoughts on Ubisoft, you know, stuff like that. So, yeah, you might want to do something like that. So, all you have to do is just DM me on Discord or whisper me on Twitch, whatever is easier for you to do, and then yeah, we'll get you in. We would love to be able to hear your opinions and your thoughts on some things. Also, we do have a movie tonight. We do movie nights every Tuesday night. I know they used to be Friday nights, but now they have been Tuesday nights ever since we have changed the schedule because game nights used to be Tuesday nights and now they're Friday nights, and then movie nights is now Tuesday nights instead of Friday night. But if you want to come into our Discord, I do not stream the movie on Twitch. I'm sorry, I do not want to get copyright strike. I do not want to get copyright claim. All right, poof, it's not happening. All right, trust me on that. It's not happening. But we're gonna be going through the X-Men movies. And like I said, this is gonna be my first ever time watching X-Men movies, so I don't know what to expect. I know Aaron, my buddy that used to come on this podcast, he told me the Origins was the worst one of the bunch, saying that movie that I may not like. But I don't know what I'm going into since it is part of the MCU now because of the new Doctor Strange movie, and now I'm in the red. Well, so I'm guessing other people are on there now. Okay, cool. But anyway, we're coming to the end of the podcast, so it should be fine. Hopefully. But yeah, come to our movie night if you can. It's in our Discord server if you're able to hear me despite of internet issues. Um, there is the link in chat. All you have to do is go in. Once you have the Discord app, go in. Poof, you're in. So if you want to come, we've been typing in since internet's being stupid on me. If you want to come to our movie night in our Discord server, yeah, movie nights. Come into our Discord server because the internet is taking a dump right now. If you can't hear me. But yes, we'll be doing that. And next week, I believe we're watching the sequel. I forget what movie, but we're going through the X-Men movie series. So if you want to come on by. We do other events if you're able to hear me. Tomorrow night, we'll be back here. If I don't see you tonight, we'll be back here tomorrow for Reunify. Uh, maybe not Phasmophobia. If there's a game that you would like to suggest, that I can do for our reunifies. There you go. If you want to suggest a game. Also, tomorrow night will be our weekly ministry service. There is a certain topic that I want to discuss. A certain passage out of the Bible. Out of the Bible. I gotta make sure to do a. Now we're in the green. I gotta make sure to. I need to make more notes, a little bit more notes, and edit my notes that I already have. For tomorrow night's sermon. So I hope to maybe see y'all there too. We do it every Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I do hope that I will be able to possibly see you guys and girls there for our Wednesday night service. But yeah, that will be it. I hope that y'all been enjoying these long, super podcasts. I just want to do it early because we've been coming into our time of our events that we do at night. So I've been kind of doing these events a bit more early than usual. Just a bit, just a bit more early than usual. So yeah, so expect them like we're still gonna go on after 5, but they'll just be uh you know because I think this will be beneficial, you know, so that I can be able to spend more time with y'all if y'all come in. But anyway, I hope to see you guys and girls soon. I hope that y'all enjoy this wonderful podcast. You know, you can always submit a topic if you have a topic. And I hope that y'all have a great, blessed, what day? It's Tuesday, of course. We do podcast Tuesdays. I hope that y'all have a good Tuesday, a good, blessed Tuesday on this wonderful day. Whatever y'all do, whatever it may be. Hopefully it's good. I don't know what y'all do on these days. I don't know. But hopefully I'll see you guys at Girls in the Movie Night. Y'all take care. Be blessed. Be true. Be you. And I'll see you guys at Girls next time. If no one tell you that they love you today, I love you. With my full blown heart. I love you. Love you. Anyway, take care guys and girls.